Welcome back. If you're looking to learn and develop or improve your handstand holds and handstand walks, it all comes down to learning to stack or get balanced and get stacked in the handstand position. So when we flip ourselves upside down into a handstand, we're going to see hands, shoulders, and hips stacked. As people handstand walk or hold, you're going to see all sorts of different positions with people's feet. Obviously, perfect, beautiful gymnastics, everything's together. But, in CrossFit or just folks learning, it's not always going to be perfect. But we can start with a drill, like a piked handstand hold on a box. You're going to put your feet right dead center in the box. Walk your hands back. You want to get to the point where you feel like hands, shoulders, and those hips are stacked. Look back towards that box. Make sure you're not out here. We want to press our chest to the box and get a feel for what it feels like to be stacked into that handstand position, right? So building up some time and some endurance there is going to help us out before we progress to kicking up into a handstand. You can absolutely spot yourself with a wall, or if you have a friend who knows how to safely spot, you can have a friend spot you on your handstand. But whether we are going to use the wall as a spotter or a friend, as we get out here on the floor, notice that I didn't say we need to get our feet stacked, right? We said feet can go wherever, because a lot of people, when they start to kick up into a handstand on the wall, they reach for the wall. They get into this big arched back bend position. Their foot touches, their hips are way off the wall, and they get kicked back. So when you do go to kick up into a handstand, we're trying to just pop our hips up towards the ceiling, not get our feet towards the wall. So if I do a kick up, I'm going to give you guys a staggered example, right? All sorts of different positions with my feet. The foot position doesn't really matter, be it straddle, staggered, bent knee, straight. I was able to hold that handstand because everything else was stacked regardless of where my feet went. So as you guys are starting to kick up, we're focusing on popping our hips up so we can go hands, shoulders, hips. Feet can do kind of whatever you want. In the ideal world, we do flex our legs, squeeze them together, keep our feet together like a perfect gymnast, but some people are more comfortable with other foot position setups when they're doing their handstand. So now as we progress to walking, that same concept is going to be the basis of us going from handstand holding or holding on the wall with a spotter and then transitioning this into a walk. So the number one fault that I see with handstand walking is walking out from underneath of your hips. So I'm going to kick up, go way too soon, and walk. So my hips were never stacked. I never got my stacked position, hands, shoulders, and hips. So now on this next one, I'm going to try to go as slow as I can, as controlled as I can, and be patient, wait for myself to hit that stacked position. And then once I go just a tiny bit past stacked, I'm going to take a step and catch myself, trying to keep my legs and my core tight. But I'm going to kick up, get to stacked, then go forward. So I kept my feet together on that one. Some people like to send one leg forward, bend their knees to get a slight forward lean. All those things can work, but with handstand holds, getting comfortable, kicking up, going against the wall, all the way up to handstand walking and speed handstand walking, the principle of getting stacked and maintaining those stacked positions applies across all of those movements. So that's the common theme from the box all the way up to handstand walking. If this helped you guys out, like, share, subscribe, drop a comment below, send this to a friend. Let me know what you guys want help with next.